Hello everyone. This is going to be volume 5 of weekly outlooks. Now, one thing to mention here that you may have noticed I'm not consistent on uploading videos of these weekly outlooks. There are some issues in my personal life as well, so it's really hard to catch up with things what I'm doing right now. But I'll try my best to keep it every week, but unfortunately I'm unable to do so. But regardless, uh, this is this week volume. I'm just going to go through our 4 to 5 pairs, keeping it simple and short as possible. So starting from EURGBP, I was seeing here some sort of retail support right here. All right, now price has very barely took out these lows right here and filled the fair value gap. Not actually fully filled it, but it tapped within that, and we have see some we saw some good bullish momentum right here. All right, so this shows me that the price has a reason to go upside because it has uh, took out the liquidity, and I am probably seeing some sort of reaccumulation, reaccumulation. So yeah, for me, the monthly is bullish. So moving down to the weekly time frame, I'm still seeing here accumulation right here. All right. So considering this as a spring, the price broke one structure and it has broken another structure right here. All right. So considering this as a test and possible LBSY, and I'm expecting it to rally upside. All right. So moving down to the daily time frame. All right. So in here, this was the last spring as I mentioned. For me, from to my knowledge, price did some sort of weak low right here, inducement. So price came down, took out this low and mitigated this order block right here. All right, and if you notice, we have some sort of head and shoulder pattern. So price took out this neckline right here, and retail was thinking to go short from here, but price did the opposite and went upside. Similarly, if you notice, we have some lows right here, so price took those lows, fill fill the fair value gap right here, and we saw some sort of bullish momentum right here. So this was the last order block, which was worth taking a trade, and what price did, price mitigated that, and we saw some bullish momentum right here as well. So similarly, moving down to the 4 hour. All right. So yeah, this was the last low, which filled the fair value gap and mitigated the order block right here. So in here, if you see, this was the last high which took out this liquidity right here. Alright, and we see a break of structure, favorable gap left right here, and price pushed down pretty much heavily. Alright, price came up back here, but it was not able to fill it properly, mitigate this order block properly. And if you are seeing right here, the price is again reaching around this level. So I'm expecting a bit of reaction from here and a possible last push in this zone right here. Now one thing to mention, uh, according to weekly and monthly and daily as well, the order flow is still bullish. All right, but seeing this corrective behavior of price, seeing the power or strength of this order block, because for me a strong order block, I have sent a picture in my telegram as well. So all conditions unfulfilled with this order block, and seeing this corrective nature of price, I'm expecting a possible retracement down right here for swing trade to the upside. Why this? Because these are lows, the price took out low, mitigated this order block right here. All right, it left some fair value gap and price broke structure. So you may have considered taking trade from this or this, but if you notice, we have some liquidity right here, in a sense that it is a retail support. So people, if in case price comes back right here, so the early buyers will try to get in from here, but I would be waiting for a possible move in this region right here, invalidation point right here. If price breaks down, then whole scenario will be invalidated. All right. So now another thing to mention, uh, I am preferring buys more than this sell. As I just mentioned, the order flow is really bullish. So I do have my own, thoughts and observation behind this. I have my reasons for a short setup, but still, the one reason which is against me is, I'm just going against the order flow. So I would really want a possible a conservative entry from this region right here. If I do not find it, then price is likely going to stop on this high right here. All right. So for a swing setup, this is my POI right here. But let's just move to the low time frame as well, and let's see that if we have some good POIs as well or not. All right. So yeah, this one. So same thing I mentioned. This was a trend line. What did this price did? Price did a fake out. It took out the liquidity, and we saw a push up. All right. Similarly, seeing it from another behavior, this was inducement. All right. So this was the last structure. Maybe this week right here, the price came up here, mitigated this one, and it went up. What it did? Price broke the structure. It left some fair value gap right here. All right. So all my reasons are valid for this order block right here. So in case if price comes back to sorry if price comes back to this order block, then what the heck, yes. So if price comes back to this region, I would be waiting for confirmation. I would be looking for a short long setup right here as well. All right. So this is my whole anticipation for Euro GBP. Moving down to the Euro AUD, I don't think I need to clarify this scenario, because if you are in my Telegram channel, you probably would have watched the video. I sent a video, the thought process behind Euro AUD. So if you are not in my Telegram channel, I have placed the description below. So I have embedded the Telegram link right there. So if you're not in Telegram channel, so please make sure to join there. You will find tons of value in there. All right. So EURCHF. All right, makes sense. All right. So starting from the monthly again. All right. In here, I am actually seeing a rejection right here. We have already seen a bullish entry right here. The price tried to push up, but it failed. Now again I'm seeing rejections right here, and I see some consecutive bullish candles right here, 3 consecutive bullish candles right here. So it makes sense that price now has some strength to push upside, and seeing daily range right here, not really the overall range, we are still in the discount range. So I really want price to push up, feeling this imbalance right here, and then continue its push downward. Otherwise I do not have any a particular reason, but seeing the loss in momentum, the price has lost its momentum and it's in discount. So I'm probably waiting for a retracement back up in this favorable gap from where we could look at for swing short setup. So moving down to the weekly. On weekly, it's a bit interesting as well. Here is our range. So price made this range right here. The price came up, mitigated the premium range and pushed it down. But what price did, it again start to come upside. Now in here the price was respecting the bullish BD areas, right? So it was respecting maybe favorable gap on lower time frame right here. So it is respecting all the bullish BD areas right here, while it is violating all the bearish BD areas. Alright, this breaker block price violated it. Possibly a liquidity void right here. So price violated that as well. So this is showing me that the price, uh, this is showing me that the order flow is now bullish, and there is a reason for price to go upside. All right. So similarly, moving on to the daily time frame, as mentioned in the previous pair, we have this trend line. The price stop hunted and again immediately came back within the range. All right. So this shows that this was merely a fake out of this trend line, possibly to take liquidity from all these wicks right here. All right. So if price breaks it, then this whole scenario will get invalidated. All right. So moving down to the 4 hour. So on 4 hour, you may see a possible Wyckoff accumulation right here. This being the spring, and the price has pushed upside. Now we have some equal highs right here as well. So then these can serve as a good target for bullish setups, the long setups. All right. Let me just delete this. It's messy. All right. So here, as the spring formed, we saw first break of structure. Price pushed up. It consolidated a bit. It again did another break of structure. Flipping this last supply zone. So this means that the demand zone is in control right here. All right. So these are all the reasons which shows me that the price has a tendency to go up. Possibly take out these highs right here. All right. So moving down to for 30 minutes. All right. So on 30 minute, you may see on 45 minute, I have a zone right here. So same thing. This was the last demand zone. The price flipped that. So this was the last supply zone, which is in control. So this is my second POI. Like if price fails to, if this zone fails to push the price upside and this gets voided, then I'll be looking to take short long setups from this zone right here. All right, but just zooming in and seeing what the current price action is. Let me show you. So this was an accumulation phase. The price took out below liquidity, which in a sense in Wyckoff is a reaccumulation phase. So this is a spring, first break of structure, second break of structure. So this was the test phase. So I'm expecting LPSY from here till here, and from here I would be looking for long setups till these equal highs right here. Now the structure wise we are still upside. Alright, we have some equal highs right here. We have some equal highs right here, and zooming in a bit, this wick right here took out previous low as well. So I'm considering this outer block to hold, considering this wick right here as an inducement. So if price comes back in here, I'll be looking for long setups right here. So GBPCHF, this was actually an old, but let me just go through it. So same thing, we had some equal lows right here. The price took that, and so I'm considering this as a stop on right here. And as price did stop on below these lows, so it has got the necessary fuel in order for it to push upside. All right. uh, Going down to the weekly, a strong push, a corrective pullback. So this shows that this is ideal if you are talking about a pullback, right? The momentum is preferred, is ideal when it comes to break of structure, but when it comes to a corrective and retracement back in your POI, then a corrective nature such as this is ideal. Now why this zone took out this low, when you get this auto block, so this zone is what I'm preferring, right? Alright, so daily time frame, same thing. A Wyckoff accumulation. So considering this as a spring, we have not seen a possible um, you know uh, confirmations such as break of structures, but still considering this as a spring, we might be able to get in there. We'll discuss that on lower time frames, right? So same thing right here. This was the last low. Price took it down. All right. Price was coming down here with such momentum, but uh, I mentioned this thing very often. Like if there is such momentum like this, then there's a chance the price may consolidate and push further. Alright, But if price is unable to consolidate and push for downwards, or rather it consolidate and push upward, then it shows that this bearish momentum is not strong enough to break the level where buyers are. So buyers are extremely strong around this level, which have stopped the momentum and rather push the price upside. All right. So uh, last time frame, I did send an analysis on my Telegram channel. A stop hunt, break of structure, some fair value gap on lower time frame. All right, and price is doing some inducement right here. So if price comes back and taps it in this fair value gap, I'll be looking for a long setup. But my invalidation point is this: if price breaks this, then this whole scenario will get invalidated. All right. And where was this fair value gap? It was on 5 minute, I guess. It was on 15 minute. Yeah, this variable gap right here. All right. So I'm expecting the price to come in this region and possibly fly from here. All right. So GBPUSD, I haven't actually analyzed this yet, but let me just do that. So what do we see here? A stop on. All right. What do we see here? A break of structure. This was a all right break of structure. Moving down. So we have this region right here below QML. Let's just go to weekly time frame and we'll see what we have. The price took off this low, so this makes sense that this order block is actually valid from where price is trading at the moment. So similarly, daily time frame, this was the last high and price took it out. It tapped in this variable gap, so price seems to be pushing downside. Alright, so drawing the trading range, it's still in the premium range, so we can look for shorts. But if it comes to the discount range, what do we have? We have, yes, we have this. All right, I have this specific POI right here. We have some. Nope, 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 nope. Ye- I'll consider this as an inducement if price is that. The price is already doing some sort of right here in this wicks, but it still is pushing downside. I mean, look at this variable gap, price has respected that, but in case of the bearish PDRAs, it has respected that, so it means that the order flow is bearish at the moment. So let's just go to the lower time frame and we'll see if we have some possible setups. Nothing specific here. All right. Yeah, this seems good actually. This order block right here, it took out this low. All right, it broke structure, it left some favorable gap. So if price comes back in this region, I will be looking for shorts. So yeah, I really kept it simple and short as possible. uh, yeah, just 5 pairs, maybe 4, but I hope this had value in it. And yeah, if you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section, and if you really find it helpful, then possibly share that and like whatever you want to do with that. So yeah, thank you for sharing.